We're here on Attingham Park. So I decided to come on here because it's something different, and I have great memories on this map when I first started playing FS22. So that's why we've came back here on Attingham Park, and we're going to do hopefully a live series on it. I have been bouncing between maps to do lives on, but this is hopefully the one. So I'm going to do the usual thing of getting everything set up when it comes to the live stream. So just give me 5 minutes and then we'll be on the go. And we'll see if anyone joins quite quickly, because I haven't done one of these in ages. But yeah, won't be long for anyone that joins. Just getting everything set up when it comes to live streams, because it's been a wee while since I've done one. And I would like to know how everyone else is doing tonight. Hopefully you're all doing very well. It's been a wee while, but I'm glad to be back here on the YouTube. I'm actually glad to be back on this map as well, because it's been a long time since I've done anything on this map. And now that FS25 is kind of on the road, I'm just wanting to kind of go back on maps maybe I've played and not spent a lot of time on, and kind of just go back on them and play them and enjoy them. But yeah, I'll just be 2-3 minutes and then we'll be good to go. But it's good to see we've got a few people in here already. Hopefully you're all doing well tonight. And hopefully you'll enjoy this Attingham series. I thought it was just something a bit different, because I haven't been on this map in ages. I did a series on it, a wee Let's Play series as they call it, but that was ages ago now, so it's good to be back on here. And hopefully you all enjoy it. Farmer King George, where have you been? Is the regular videos back? I am not sure. I'm just taking it as I go, and videos will come back at some point. It's just FS25 being around the corner. That's what's kind of putting me off a wee bit, and I've lost my interest for the game. But I'm hoping to get back into it a wee bit more and just go back on the maps I've already played on and just enjoy myself. Sorry if I'm missing any comments, I will go back on them. Right, one more thing to do and then we'll be all good to go. So how is everyone else doing tonight? And hopefully you've had an amazing day. Right, just finishing off and then we'll be all good to go. And I'm hoping to stream till about 10:30 tonight. That's good to hear. Okay, I agree. And I hope your channel's doing pretty well, because I remember you were saying you're going to do a few videos maybe, so hopefully it's all doing well, because I haven't really been keeping up with YouTube as much. I've been just watching your, normal YouTubers like FSG and Scroft and all that, so I haven't really watched much other than that. But yeah, alright, I think that's me pretty much done, so let me just get the chat pulled up here so I can see all the comments I've missed, because there is a couple that I've noticed, but I've been too busy doing this. Another question I've got for everyone is, what do you think of my new logo? Because that is something that I created myself, and Johnny7610 helped me out with the Ford tractor, so I hope you all like it. Ah, it's good to hear. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm much happier with that logo now, and it should be the logo that stays. Thank you very much, Farmer King George. Appreciate it. Wow, it's good to see we've got a few people in here. 7 people watching already. That's pretty good. So, we're here on Attingham Park. We're in September, so we've got a few jobs to do. You should get the 135 for the new live series. Maybe I should. We'll wait and see. But anyways, I'm just taking a brisk walk down to one of our fields because we've got a bit of harvesting to do. We've got some oats to go and harvest. Well, we did. But looks like they've withered, so we won't be doing that. As you can tell, I'm so organised. But I've got some other plans then. Right. Let's have a look on the map. I thought that field was ready to harvest, but I think I've just looked at it at the wrong time. Yeah, as you can see, it's withered. Because I had all the combines and everything set up. But it's just withered, unfortunately. So I think we're going to do a bit of cultivating. Start off the series. Oh, better pick it up. So actually, before we get started, I'm quickly going to show you all the machines we own. So, under our tractors, we've got pretty much all medium tractors. We've got the Massey Ferguson AS 305, the New Holland T7 250, we've got the JCB Fast Track 3230 Extra, and then we've got the New Holland T7 70, and we've got a Fendt 926 Vario 50, and we've got a Fiat Agri 16090. And then we've also got the Class Lexian 780 is our combine. Now, we've got 3 telehandlers, technically. The Manitou is down at the dealership, and then these 2 are our farm. I just wanted a bit of different, because I never normally use 2 telehandlers at once. Grain trailer, we've got the Bailey TB16, lovely grain trailer. We've got the header for the combine, and we've got our seeder, cultivator, and we've got the rest of the equipment. Now actually, I'm going to just quickly show you this. I've never really used them before, so I thought we would give it a go from the Oxbow pack. It's never a DLC I've really used, but I thought it'd be good to try out. Right, so what fields are we going to go and do? For anyone who doesn't know in chat what OK Agri's on about, he's got his own dealership in farm sim terms. So that is why he's on about business. Right, I think we'll go and do field 39, because we can't really do this because there's a ton of machines just sitting at the edge of the field, kind of blocking the gateway. It's a shame because I did want to go and harvest that today, but I forgot that oats go out of season in September to harvest. So we've lost that, but it's fine. Kind of a fresh start anyway. So let's head down. Did I say field 39? That's right. We'll head down there. Oh, what else? I've lost this crop as well. Sorry, kind of back and forth. Field 43 had some oats in it as well, so we've lost them. But it's fine because the one thing I'm hoping to do tonight is actually get a bit of tram lines on the go. For anyone that hasn't watched the tramline video, I would recommend going and watching that. Because it'll make a lot more sense when I'm talking about it. So yeah, we're going to give the tram lines a go because I've not done them much on the live series because, well, we were on the Australia map and what else were we on? Sorry, Alma, Missouri. Totally forgot there. Right, this is one of our fields. It's not the biggest field ever, but we can get a decent crop out of it. Hopefully everything looks alright tonight. Should do. There we go. So let's get this all cultivated in, and then we can take it from there. But yeah, hopefully the quality of the stream looks alright. It's been a wee while since I've done one, so might just take a bit of adjusting to get it all right. But yeah, I would just like to ask everyone, what's your thoughts on FS25 so far? I'm just going to say up front, I'm very impressed with what I've seen, all the way from brands to features. But yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on FS25? Because I'm very impressed, as I said. Well, that's good to hear. Okay, Agri, what are you most excited about? For me, it's probably GPS, smarter AI workers, and the new brands that are coming. Because AgriFac, which is going to be one of the sprayer brands we're going to see, it looks very nice, and they're quite popular as well. So it'll be nice to see them come along to the game. Who's Andrew Woolley? I'm not going to say too much about that, but let's just say a few people didn't agree with each other. Yeah, a few people didn't agree with each other. Sorry if I'm jumping in and out of the cab. I just tend to do that on the first headland, and then I'm going to try do a lot more in-cab work. Plus, for doing a live stream, it tends to be better being third person out of the cab, because it means you can see what I'm doing. So let's just check this. Let's just check the status of this field. Wait a minute. Let's just get lined up. There we go. So soil type. Where are we? Down here. I haven't got the field information. We'll have to get that all sorted out. How much is it for this field? 9,000. You know what, I'll do it for this field at least, because that's not too big a cost for us. Because we started with 80,000, and we're already down to 76,000. And we've got everything we need. We've got the seeds, we've got the fertilizer. We don't have we do have herbicide, sorry, and we don't have lime yet. We need to buy some in, because there's a big silo that I put in the yard for the lime. But anyways, let's have a look at this field. So pH, we need to improve that. As you can see, nitrogen as well is pretty bad, which I kind of expected. So we'll need to get them all improved, and hopefully get a good yield out of this field, because I think we're going to put some barley in, because you can't go wrong with a bit of barley. But if anyone else thinks differently, let me know. Because we do have some soybeans in that field there, so they shouldn't, well, it won't tell me, but they probably won't need fertilizer, because I remember right, you don't put fertilizer on soybeans, because that's the whole reason you put soybeans in, is to improve the fertilizer, nitrogen, sorry, in the ground. I'm just like to say, make sure you're liking the live stream. It just means people discover it much easier if you like it. But also, if you like joining any of my socials, they're available to join below this live stream. And if they're not working, just let me know, and I can get a link sorted out. Another thing I would just like to say as well is thank you for 887 subs. The channel's been doing pretty well recently. Everyone seems to be enjoying the Court Farm series, which I need to do more on, because I'm really enjoying that. You know, kind of having the modern machines on John's farm and having the older machines on my own farm. But also, my own farm, I think the max amount of horsepower I have is 110, so it's quite nice using the smaller machines. And that's the thing about the live series as well, I'm going to say, is the live series is sort of for just a relaxing sort of gameplay, so it's not going to be buying tractors all the time, but at the same time I'm not going to limit myself to what I can buy. I will just enjoy the game purely until FS25 comes out, and I'm hoping to do live streams more often. Because of course I've not done videos, at least I'm doing a live stream or something for the channel. So the other thing I was going to ask actually about FS25 is, what are 3 features you would like to see in the next game? So it could be features, sorry, or machines, brands, or it could be maps, maybe modded maps you want to see for FS25. Put it down below and we'll see what you say. Sorry if I'm a bit rusty, I'm still trying to get used to the live. I've not really done one in a while, as I've said, so I'm just getting used to it again, and same with the YouTube videos, I haven't done one in ages, so it just takes a minute to adjust, getting back into it. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of cultivating to do if our 2 fields are withered away. And then this field over here, field 40, it's been ploughed, so we'll need to get into that and get that seeded. And then what else do we have? We've got a few other fields going about. I still think it's weird that this field's been limed, but it still needs some lime put on it. So yeah, we'll need to get this combine put away in this field up here, or at least sorted out, because yeah, it's not too good. Yeah, the field's withered. I should have stayed in August, but I went ahead to September because I wanted to get the seeding on the go. So we'll need to do something about it. But it happens, I suppose. I'm sure it's happened to many farmers in real life, but also in the game. The other thing we might get on the go at some point is a bit of mowing, because we do need to get some hay bales in for our cows, so we may do that soon. Right, I'm going to just put something in chat and see if it works, because I'm not sure if it'll work. Don't know if the bot will turn up. So I've been trying to get it all set up, but the bots for some reason don't work. Nah, it's not picking that up, so try again. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's just, I may need to have a wee fiddle about with the bot there, because it can be a pain in the back to try get it all working right. Nah, not working either. Right. Right, so I'm going to start going down the centre now. Hello, Kubota is nice, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. I am doing very well, thank you. Right, so let's just turn around here and get lined back up. Sorry, I'm just having a wee play around with stream elements, which is what I use now. Because a few of the other bot services I haven't managed to get my head around, so we'll give stream elements a go. And we'll see how that goes. So, we're gonna... Alright, fair enough. Let's just try this. Sorry, I will get back to the farming in a minute. If I can get this to work, it'll be good, because it'll mean stream elements might actually work for me, hopefully. Right, I don't know what that's on about. It's on about some gibberish. but I don't understand. So hopefully it'll work at some point if I can get it all set up right. If anyone's used Stream Elements, please do let me know how you did it, because I'm still quite new to the streaming side of things. Nightbot was timed out. That's better. Stick to the real moderators, are we? Right. Making pretty good progress with this field. Let's get all the wee little missed bits and then we'll get back to the main part of the field. You know, got to stay realistic and do the whole field, not just leave some missed parts out. You like the new Massies? I don't mind them. I prefer the older ones, for the 135s and all that. But I do like the new 9S and all. I've always been a bit of a fan of Massies. I mean, New Holland's still on top for me. You know, love a good T7, but don't mind the Massey. I'd happily drive a Massey. Alright, let's just try to get all these wee little bits here. And because this is like almost disc harrowing sort of texture, it'll make it pretty easy to show you how to do the tram lines. Hello simulator YouTuber, hope you're doing well tonight and hopefully you enjoy the live stream. And we're here on Attingham Park. Yeah, I'm not really as big a fan as Massey Ferguson. I prefer... Sorry, I'm not as big a fan of Vultras over Massey Fergusons, but I don't mind them. I was actually using one on a multiplayer save the other day, and I was actually quite enjoying it. But it cost £5 per working hour, so that part of it wasn't so nice. But that's probably about right for any tractor in the game. But yeah, the other tractor that I'm quite enjoying using is the new John Deere 6Rs. I do like them. Don't know what it is about them, but it's something about them being new, I think it is. I quite enjoy using them. You like this map in FS19? Yeah, it was a great map in FS19. The amount of JDs and Vultures you see in Sweden is not healthy. But yeah, this map is a great map. I do love it. I think it's by GB Modern, if I remember right. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe, was he the... sorry. Were they the map creator of 6 Ashes from FS19? That's what I was trying to say. Because it was a very good map, if I remember right. If it is the same modder, then yeah, they do great work. But I haven't really seen a lot from GB Modern in FS22, and hopefully we'll see more in FS25, because we are losing the modders, and that's what kind of makes the game it is right now. If we didn't have the modders, I would have lost interest in this game probably quite a while ago. You're still playing FS13? Well, I think I played a wee bit of it. It's not a bad game. FS13, I'm sure I played that, but I could be thinking wrong. Is that the mobile one? The mobile game, or is it on console, PC, the lot? Well, no, it wasn't on consoles then, was it? Of course, it was only PC at that point, and then it was it FS15? It all kind of got introduced for console. Sorry. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, if no modders, the FS... Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. I suppose unless Giant Software, the creators of the game, were to bring a serious amount to the game, I think a lot of people would lose interest in the game if it wasn't for the modders. Because, I mean, I don't know how many mods we've had. I think it's something like 5,000 mods we've had over the course of FS22's lifespan, which is coming up for 3 years, I think in November. So, but yeah, if we hadn't had the modders, it wouldn't be the same game. Because, for me, I couldn't play a base game map the whole time. But I do think Giants need to introduce a wee bit more for the modders, maybe, when it comes to the console side. So maybe not paid mods, but if a player wants to donate a bit of money to a modder, they could maybe. There's just an option that says like donate, say £1 or £2, because it would add up, you know, if they had a few thousand downloads and everyone gave them £1 roughly, it would add up. So I think that would be a nice wee option. Doesn't mean everyone has to pay, but the option's there for the people that do want to pay, the modders, for all their hard work. Yeah, that's the only thing, I suppose. Licensing's the big issue nowadays, because Sony and Microsoft won't allow any brands like that, because they're technically not companies anymore. Like, well, some of them are, sorry, but things like Ford as a tractor company is not a thing, so they wouldn't be able to get the licensing. So it's a shame, but I suppose it is what it is. We can't really change it unless you switch to PC, which is hopefully what will happen to me one day, and get to experience the game at its max. Because of course on console you're quite restricted to what you can do, especially when it comes to editing. I could do so much more when it comes to editing, but console just is pretty basic when it comes to editing. So it's a good start for anyone that wants to get into it, but for me I would like to go a bit more advanced, and try get into a bit more, well, make my content a bit more special to watch maybe, or more fun to watch anyway, because, I mean, I don't know what your opinions are on the channel, but I'm sure if you're watching this, yeah, but yeah, I don't know what your opinions are on my channel, but I'm sure if you're watching this, you're enjoying it. But there is ways I could improve my videos and live streams. But yeah, I'm on the console, so it's not the best, but I've actually really enjoyed it as well at the same time, because I do quite like a console when it comes to just gaming this and that. But when it comes to the YouTube, it's not the best. It's not made really for YouTube. It's just been a feature that's been added so people could make YouTube videos. But yeah, that's a great question actually, now that people are asking. What brands would you like to see in FS25? For your top 3 brands you would like to see in FS25. What would I'm just trying to think. Brands. Because there's quite a few I'd like, but I know they're not going to come. I like McHale. I would love to see McHale, but I've heard that they don't want to be in the game, so we're not really going to get a chance to see them. I like the channel. The problem is I have with most FS22 YouTubers is the kit is so their kit is so unrealistic. I've seen orange John Deeres are very big sprayers on big US maps. I like the small medium size. Yeah, I mean, I would say for me this would be the max amount of horsepower I would use. I wouldn't go any bigger. Depend on the map size, to be fair. but on the UK map anyway, you don't need any bigger than this really. It's like 300 horsepower. When it comes to my UK series, that's sort of the max amount. Here or there, you know, 300 roughly. That would use, because say like 500, it's like, what's the point? Because, you know, your fields are not that big like this one here. It's not massive. So you don't really need 500 horsepower unless you're wanting to. So, right, you'd like to see Old Deutz, Ford, David Brown, Leyland, Marshall. Okay. I'm guessing you're meaning not Marshall trailers, because of course they're already a thing. Oh, I've never heard of that. Aisher would be cool, but not those Indian ones. Okay. I've not really heard of. Is it Aisher? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Never heard of them really. Yeah, that's what I thought. Marshall the tractor. But yeah, I've never heard of Aisher. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Whereabout are they made? Just curious to learn a bit about them. Yeah, I'll have a wee look into them. Because they're not the most popular thing here in the UK anyway. Or at least Scotland. Because nowadays the more popular thing is modern tractors. I see a lot of what do I see a lot of? Massey Ferguson 7Rs, very popular thing. Not 7Rs, 7S, sorry. And also John Deere 6Rs, the new ones. New Holland T7s is probably one of the more popular things. Nuffield, I think that's how you say, sorry. Or Newfield would be cool too. I've not heard of them either. I'm going to have to look into all these brands. I'm just more your UK brands, so like Brogan, it's an Irish trailer. What else? You got McHale balers, as I said, Irish balers, Keenan feeders, Irish as well. Stewart trailers, Scottish. The other one I've seen a lot is Gardenier trailers. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, right, I think I know what you're on about now. Yeah, I don't really look into tractors. I've got one tractor in real life myself, and it's a Massey 135, because I'm not a farmer, so I just have the 135 as a wee do-up tractor, and hopefully maybe take it to a few shows and just drive it about and have a bit of fun really. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll actually get a worker to jump into this for the next field, because I would like to really crack on with a bit of seeding, because for me that's the main thing. Oh, you live on a farm, right? Okay, so you live on a farm in Sweden, if I remember right. Is that a pretty big farm, acreage or hectares, whatever you're running? So I've not been to Sweden, but I've heard great things about it. And you can't beat a bit of IKEA furniture. It's probably one of the most popular Swedish things we have, or Volvo. Volvo cars and machinery. Yep, I'm the son of Dutch dairy farmer that moved to Sweden sorry, not 5 years ago, 4 years ago. We have 85 milk cows, building a new barn to go to 100. Wow, that's not bad. Because I mean here in Scotland, dairy cows are not as popular. You know, beef stock's more your sort of thing you would see around here. But there is a few dairy cows going about, or dairy farms, sorry. So it's not the least popular thing ever. I think the most popular thing is actually arable. Pretty much every farmer does arable around me. I suppose it's just one of the more popular things. It's probably running generations of families. Okay, yeah, lots of meat. Yeah, that makes sense. But anyways, I think we'll get the worker on this, and we might even give it a go at getting the worker to drive it for us all the way to the field that I want it to work in. I'm not sure how it'll work. It's not a feature I've used a lot, but we'll give it a go. Alright. And then this is where we're going to get the fun part going, the tram lines. For anyone that hasn't seen tram lines, I did a wee video on it for FS22. Right. What field shall we get to go to? What are we on? We're on 30, which needs done. Well, you know what? We'll give it a go. Okay, target's unreachable. Field work. Let's try that. That's probably why I had it set wrong. Okay, so it's not working. Right. We'll just have to drive it to the field then. Because we might have to do a couple headlands anyway. Or no, it's probably better to get it to go up to field 43. Because there's nothing sitting in that field at least. Alright, we'll do that. But yeah, we own that grass field there, so we'll need to mow that at some point, because we do have all the equipment to do that. We definitely got, mowers, tedders, all that. And we do have the fast baler as well, so that'll be nice to use. And we do also have the big Heston baler. Lovely baler, so we'll get to use that as well. It's a lovely mod. I think it's by 4D Modding. One of the best modders when it comes to Irish brands and mods. Because he's recently managed to get Brocken trailers. Sorry, I'm saying that wrong to any Irish people. He's recently managed to get them into the game, which is nice to see. Right, that's our field there. I don't know how well this worker is going to work in that field. It is a pretty square field. It's not got many corners to it, so it might just manage fine. Whoa. Sorry, just had a wee accident. Hopefully no one was paying too hard attention to that. Alright, there we go. It does happen. I'm sure everyone's done it at least once. Right, let's just get into here and get everything sorted out. But as you can see, all withered. Not managed to save any of the crop. Alright, let's just get that on a worker and see how it gets on. It will miss that section there, which is why I'm excited for FS25. Daily, you mean? Right, let's get this tractor on the go. We'll get the barley all set up. So, let's just turn the tramline equipment on. There we go. So the way to imagine this tramlines, for anyone that's not familiar with eDrive Laner for FS22, is it's basically little cultivators. So it basically just creates little lines in the field that look like tram lines. So we've got a, what's that, a 30 meter sprayer, so I'm going to do 5 headlands, because that equals 30 meters with a 6 meter cultivator. Let's just turn that off for now. So for anyone that wants to know, just watch what I do, and I'll show you how to set it up fully. And we'll get it all set up. So yeah, don't make the mistake I did, and see those little green lines, I put them all the way forward, just behind the tyre. So basically what was happening is it would cultivate the ground, and then it would just seed right over it again, so it was almost like no point doing it. But now I've worked it all out. It works pretty well. And it shouldn't take us too long to do this either. It's a pretty flat field as well, so let's just see how this goes. There we go. Shouldn't take us too long because we're going at a decent speed. So we're not putting tram lines in now. We'll do that on the third headland because it's the way it works. Because if you imagine you got a 30 metre sprayer, 50 metres each side. Can be handy for rolling because that's, yeah, rolling in this game is not worth it, but I am going to do it just because it's what you would do in real life. You would roll the fields before, well, you would normally do it before seeding from what I've heard, but in this game if you roll before you seed, you still have to roll afterwards. So we're just going to roll afterwards because it means we're not going over it twice. But yeah, tram lines are incredibly helpful if you like doing a lot of first person in-cab work. Makes it much easier to see where you're fertilising because you just follow the tracks all the way around the field and you know you've fertilised pretty much the whole field. Oops, sorry, missed your chat there. Just give me a minute. You've done rolling in real life in a John Deere 3040. Very nice. Yeah, it's quite popular to do a lot of rolling. I know quite a lot of people that are starting rolling now in their fields. You do rolling after seeding to make sure that all the seeds are good in the ground. Okay. Because a lot of the farmers that I know of, they say they do rolling before seeding here in Scotland, to prepare the ground to push the little stones in, basically what it does in this game, to get rid of the stones pretty much, so they don't have to use like stone pickers and all that. So that's the reason they do rolling before seeding. Gives them a better seed bed. Don't like the JD, but my dad bought a JD 3040 for me and my little brother to learn how to drive. Yeah, it's a very good starting tractor. You don't need any massive 6Rs when you're learning. But of course, you'll eventually get onto them if you're not already using them. Right, so we're not going to do tram lines on this headland either. As I said, we'll do it on the third one because the way it works. Because we've got a 30 metre sprayer and a, well, our spreader can be up to, what was it? Yeah. Same with the 135, you can't really do much with it. It's more a show tractor. Plus I don't need a massive tractor really because I'm not a farmer. I mean, for me the dream would be of a Ford 7810, but they're quite expensive. You're very, sorry. See, I'm still trying to get used to the talking. Yeah, because I don't do a lot of talking. But yeah, the dream would have a Ford 7810, but they're quite a bit of money for someone that's not a farmer. I would like to remind everyone that's watching, please do like and subscribe. By liking this live stream, it just means it gets it across to more people's devices, and it means we can grow the channel. And by subscribing, it means you can stay up to date with all my latest videos and live streams when I do post them. Sorry, missed it. My dream tractor's a Deutz F1 612. F1i 612, okay. Yeah. I'm not as big a fan as Deutz or Deutz Far, whatever you call them. It's just not as popular a tractor around here. But I suppose they've got their purpose for farming, and they're maybe a cheaper tractor, but they do the job. So if it does the job, you can't beat it. Oh, 1 cylinder, 11 horsepower, wow. So yeah, it's not a massive tractor, is it? But if it's a wee, as I would call it, weekend tractor, sort of tractor you don't use every day of the week, you can have whatever tractor you fancy. Right, tram lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it from here, because it means when we drive into the field we don't have to drive over any crop. So I've got the tram lines all set up, but let's just show them off a wee bit more. So right, where are we? Here. So you can see by clicking both bumpers down, left bumper and right bumper, or L1 and R1, and then using my joystick, so using my right joystick and pushing that side to side, I can adjust the width of the tyre marks. So we'll put it about there, and then if I do that with my right joystick again, I can move the tram lines further in and further out. So we'll just kind of keep them about there. Want to keep them quite close to the tractor if you can. Right, and then you can basically just adjust the positioning. So I always have it about in line there, and then you can also, is that it? Yeah, that's it pretty much. Right, so then what you do is you do left bumper, or L1, and then you'll see it says lower cultivator. That's because it's basically a cultivator, and that's what you do. So put them down. Wait a minute, let's see if we can hear the beep. So there you go. So when you put it down, it'll say active, and let's just leave the hollows on for now, or holo, sorry. And as you can see, we've got tram lines in the field now. Right, we'll go around this way. And there you go, working lovely. Yeah, it tends to work better if you keep it close to the tractor. Your lines tend to be a bit better, so I would recommend doing that if you are going to do it. But yeah, basically in game all it does is it seeds the soil, and then it basically puts little lines, so you sort of are wasting seeds. But if you had pro seed, then you wouldn't be wasting seeds. Does it do any damage? Nope. It's well, in real life it would stop you doing damage to your fields when the sprayer comes along, or spreader comes along and puts fertilizer or herbicide on it. But that's working pretty well, pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my seeder up. I'm going to go a bit further along, and then I'll put the tram lines up. And what we'll do is, what you want to do is, you'll see the little green markers, you want to line them up with your previous tram line. So I'll put it about there, just so it lines up nicely. Let's make sure we're not on top of the previous tram line either, and there we go. And that's how you get your tram lines pretty much, and you just keep doing that. So you'll do a sequence of 5, and then you keep repeating that over and over again. So after this we'll do 2 non-tram lines, and then we'll start the up and downs, which should be 2 non-tram lines, and then 1 tram line, and then 2 non-tram lines. And you just keep doing that over and over again, and it works pretty well. But that's only if it's a 30-meter sprayer. Right, there we go. But yeah, Pro Seed does work a lot better if you're on PC. But if you're on console, this is only the only option really for tramlines, unless you have the seeder with the little ridge markers. Whoops, that does happen occasionally if you're not paying attention. But if you don't do that, it all works pretty well. But yeah, there is the option of using ridge markers, which basically there's little marker discs in the center of the seeder, and it just basically does the same thing as this does. But if you're on PC, of course, the best option to use is Pro Seed. But yeah, I normally wouldn't have this wee menu open, but it's quite nice because I can see how much seed's putting in per squared meter. Or meter squared, sorry. So it's quite nice having it open. I just find it gets a bit distracting and doesn't look as nice sometimes. Right, let's get that lifted up and get that lined up with the previous. There we go. It's working pretty well. So we'll just go around again. Right, so make sure you don't select tram lines. You'll see in the left hand corner. Make sure you select the seeder, put it down, and then off we go again. I think we will do a bit more seeding after this, maybe, because we do have quite a bit of time still on our hands. So yeah, I think we'll do a bit more seeding after this. So we do need to make sure we get our crops in the ground, and next time make sure they don't wither away. So hopefully that gives everyone a better understanding of tramlines that haven't watched my tramline video, which I did it'll be a couple of months ago now, and it hopefully will help people out as well. If you don't want to just watch me do a live stream, you can go and watch that and get the full guide on tramlines. Well, hopefully, because it's my first ever sort of tutorial. I don't do a lot of them, so hopefully it all makes sense when you watch the video. I don't know why I'm selecting tram lines, because we're not doing it on this headland or the next one. And that's the other thing you've got to make sure you do, is don't forget what say headland you're on, so you don't muck up the tram lines like I've done a few times, because I forget what headland I'm on. So sometimes I could be on the second headland and I'll be doing tram lines when I should be doing it on the third headland. But it does work pretty well if you get to know the grips with it, and you get to know the basics as well. If you get to know all that, then you're good to go. And it might waste a wee bit of seed, but for me it's quite popular to see these in real life, so I'd rather do that than not do it at all. And it makes it so much easier as well for spraying, as I've said, because it means you don't really have to look at the map and try to work out where you've been. You know, if the crop's already grown, you can't see where the fertilizer is getting put down on the ground. Oh, that's the other thing actually, I need to check on the cows, because I've had them for a month. Your dad never uses tram lines, oh, okay. I do know some places don't use them. Cows, how are we looking? I've run out of foods. I gave them some foods yesterday, but must have not done them all day. I wonder if this map's got the thing like Bally Spring has, where they use okay. But yeah, I wonder if this has got the same thing as Bally Spring has, which is where the cows eat pretty much all the food in 1 month. or pretty much every day if you want to call it that. Which is nice in a way, but it just means you've got to do a lot more work to keep up with the cows. Because I mean, our cows could be worth a lot of money if we keep up with them. And we do need them as well, because they produce us a lot of slurry. Because we've got 150 of them, so we've got 100 beef stock and 50 milking stock. But yeah, as you can see on this field, there's not going to be a lot of tram lines. We might get another one out of this. Slurry spreading's a lot of fun, yeah. I've not done it in real life, but because I'm not a farmer, of course, but in the game it's probably one of my most enjoyable things to do. I quite enjoy using the 4D mod and slurry spreaders and working away with the slurry. I just wish the cows almost produced a bit more slurry, because you do get through it quite quickly if you're not using precision farming. But right now, this is us moving on to our up and downs, and you basically just repeat the sequence. So it's no tram lines, okay, yeah, it is quite popular to do that because it's much cheaper nowadays than fertilizer. But you basically just repeat the sequence of going up and down. So this is no tram line, no tram line, tram line, and then no tram line, no tram line. And you just keep doing that over and over, and you'll eventually get good tram lines. But yeah, I thought I would just do it on this field because it would kind of show you how well it actually works, and it shows you the tram lines, because if you do this on a cultivated field, it won't show it. If you get what I mean, because it won't be this texture, it'll be more of a darker texture, so it basically blends in with it, but you can just make it out if you look pretty close. Whoa, whoa, oh no, tram line. See, this is what I mean, I forget. Right, so from here, what you do is you basically just connect them up. So, get that drop down. And seed away. And then what you do is you pick the seeder up and you drive forwards and you connect your tram line up to the other tram line, and then you pick your tram lines up and you turn around and you put your seeder down, and you just keep doing that. And I was just thinking, actually, I've seen a few other people do different ways of tram lines, but it's basically the same thing as where you get the, what is it, it's almost like a little cultivator. It basically does the same thing as this. I think there was one that recently came out, but works, I don't know, I've not used it, but I think it works alright. Right, so now you do no tram lines, because you're now just repeating the sequence. Right, no tram lines again. And then the next one would be tram lines. I'm sure you all get the idea now, if you've watched me do this field from the start. It's basically no tram line, no tram line, tram line, no tram line, no tram line, and then you repeat that sequence over and over again until you finish your field. And then if you get to a little bit at the end and there's a little bit left over, I just tend to leave it with no tram line. Right, so this is a tram line now. Oh no, I've forgotten. Right, so that's 6 meters. Why are you thinking? Sorry, I've totally forgotten. This is a tram line. Not tram line, no tram line. Put in the live chat, please. I've kind of forgotten. Been too busy telling you about how to do tram lines. That's good to hear. I'm glad someone's got it. Can you just let me know what row I'm on, because I've totally forgot. I suppose there's probably a way of working this. So that's 6 meters. And then what, this will be 12. Yeah, this has to be a tram line. I probably could just go back on the live stream, but it's fine. I think this is a tram line. This is why the thing in cab here, which you can do, as you can see, so that could be your first tram, not first tram line, your first up and down or first headland, and you just keep doing that. So you just keep doing that until you've done your 5 sequence, if that's what you're doing, 30 meters, or if you're doing, which I used to do quite a lot, was 18 meters, which is just 3 headlands and 3 up and downs, if you get what I mean, in the sequence. Yeah, it's pretty handy. It means you can keep an eye on how many up and downs or how many tram lines you've done. Not tram lines. Ooh, I keep wanting to say tram lines. You know what I mean. Headlands. Right. Then what you do is you just join them up again. There we go. And then you lift the tram lines up, because it's basically just a cultivator, as I've said. And you turn around. Now, I don't know if we'll get another tram line out of this. We might do, because we've got to do our 2 up and downs to finish the sequence. Oh, this is going to get a bit close, but I think we're just going to run out of seeds. We might have to head back to the farm and refill. Yeah, because I don't have a pallet fork yet for the telehandler, so we'll need to head back to the farm and get some more seed anyway, because we are going to do another field after this. At least get some more barley in, maybe. See if we can do pretty well off of that, because I am playing on easy mode for the live streams, and then for my videos I'm either playing on normal or hard mode. Well, this might actually work alright, because we might miss this bit out. Actually no, we won't, because it is a pretty big section of the field, and we're going to run out halfway, so we're just going to have to go and refill, which is fine. I do play on easy, but not all the time. Only if I'm doing a live stream. But if it's for videos, I try to play on normal or hard because it's more realistic grain prices that way. Alright, let's go and refill this. Let me just turn that off now because it was just to show you guys how you do it. Probably could turn tram lines off as well. Oh, let's just fold that back up. So let's go and get some more seed because it's working pretty well. Unfollow your usernames. Scammed me, what? Sorry, I don't understand what you're on about. Oh, I've went the wrong one. It's this gate here that takes us to where I've stored the seed. What are you saying? Sorry, I love Gabo or whatever it is, sorry. I don't understand what you're saying to me. For a minute I thought you were saying I scammed you. I was like, what? Anyways, let's get it filled up. We'll need to just give a full hopper in this. That's really a nice thing about Giants DLCs. The sounds on their stuff's pretty nice. Right. Oh, I get what you mean. Right, okay. Right, I know what you mean now. Yeah, because I play on easy. Yeah, it's not as realistic. I only play easy, on easy mode when it comes to live streams, just because for me the live streams are more of a, I don't know how you say it, relaxing maybe. You know, not think about playing too realistic, but at the same time playing the game how I want to play it. That's mainly what I do for the live streams. Alright, let's get this all finished off. Yeah, that's what they all say, yep. I just play the game how I want to play. I know the name's Realistic Farmer and all, but you never know, I might do an unrealistic series in the future, just for the fun of it. Please don't unsubscribe to me now that you've heard me say that. And nah, there's more chance of me doing a time-lapse series than that, because I've had a few requests actually now to do time-lapse series, so you never know, FS25 we might do a wee time-lapse series. Maybe do it on Zalonga, since that was already out for FS22, so I'm not as bothered by it, so we might do that. Right, this will be a tram line. This might work pretty well actually. Might work pretty perfect. Alright. I'm just going to put it down because it doesn't activate until you start going forward. There we go. Yeah, this is going to work pretty well. I think we might just manage to finish the field off. If we don't, I'll just leave that wee bit there. But we'll wait and see. Yeah, there we go. Working pretty well. I think it might just work pretty perfect, that actually. I know I've said that a few times, but it does look it. Another thing I want to actually look at is how much seed we've used. I know we've used over 1,600 litres worth of seed, but for this whole field I'd like to work it out, because then it means when it comes to next year we could even work out how much seed we need to buy in for. If we were to do the same crops in every field, then we could. But of course, if you're doing different crops, then you wouldn't be able to work it out. So this field, we've used 1,735 litres, or 0.6 tonnes, or we spent, what, £1,500 of seed on this field, which is not bad actually. So if we spent 1,500 on seed, I don't know how much it'll be on fertiliser, maybe 4 or 5 grand, depending on how much fertiliser we go through. Oh yeah, I forgot about the worker up there. Are they working away still? Oh yeah, look at that. It's worked pretty well. Quite surprised. And I knew they were going to miss that bit, but other than that, it's worked pretty well. So we might get them onto the other field. What one was it? 30. If I get all the machines moved out of the way, we could get them onto that in a bit. Right. What's the best way to go to get into this field? I think I've been into it before when I used to play on this map. Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't go to the BGA that way, you go this way. So I think if we go down the track, it'll take us to field 40, and we'll be able to see field 35 here on the left. Our grass field is looking pretty good and dense. Yeah, the grass looks pretty dense. We do also own that grass field there on the right, so we might need to look into getting that mowed at some point when it's ready to mow. But yeah, this is the field here. It's a pretty big field, so we're going to do a lot of tram lines on it. And I don't know if we'll get it done tonight. We'll wait and see. But it does work pretty well because it starts on a square edge, so it's going to work pretty well for us. I should have probably pulled all the stones out of this first, or at least cultivated it, because that's what you would do in real life. You wouldn't seed right into a ploughed. Oh no. What do I want to do crop wise? What can we seed? Might do some oats, since all ours are withered. Oh, you can't seed oats right now. Okay. We won't do oats then. What shall we do? We'll do a bit of wheat then. I'll do more barley. It doesn't matter. We'll do barley anyway. Oh no. No, no, no. This is where I mess up. You see what I mean? But all you do is you just go backwards and you go over where you've been, because it won't use. There we go. We're trying to get the tank to go down, but we'll sort that in a minute. There we go. Just help the tractor out a wee bit with stability. But yeah, we're definitely going to use a few hoppers on this field, because the other field was quite a bit smaller and it used a whole hopper in a bit. Ooh, tractor's struggling a wee bit up this hill. Oh no, we're doing alright actually. 10 miles an hour, it's a wee bit faster than what you would normally go. Okay, so there's a trackway that goes into the field from there. But it's going to be a long process because 5 headlands. So keep me busy in the chat. Ask me a few questions or whatever. And yeah, we've got 5 headlands to do in this big field. So it's going to be big tram lines. Oh, I remember this area when I was doing my Attingham series. Remember it pretty well. I think it was this bit of grass here that I was doing a lot of work in. Was it? I can't remember now. It's been a while. But it's probably a good comparison to do, is to compare my videos from then to now. Is go back to that and see how much the channel's changed. So I believe that Attingham was it my second or third series that I had done? I think it was probably my second series that I did after, was it Balham Road Dairy? Wow, £848 on workers. Well, we'll just have to pay the cost if we want someone to help us out around the farm, get some jobs done. But yeah, this field's going to be a lovely big field to do when it comes to harvest. But luckily we've got a pretty good combine set up. We've got the 780 and a 10.8 meter header, so only have been watching for a month. Okay, well, I'm glad that you've been watching. That's the main thing. I'm trying to work out how long have I done this for now. Oh wow, that's just lovely. I thought it was a wee waterfall bit there. But yeah, I've been doing this for over a year now. Started in January 2023. So yeah, I've been going for a decent amount of time. But hopefully the PC will help with growth on the channel if I do get around to that. Well, we've used quite a lot of seed on the first headland anyway, which makes sense because it's barley, so I knew it was going to use a lot of seed. Imagine we've got to do 5 headlands. Wow, yeah, we're going to use a lot. But yeah, so it's coming up for the first headland. So now we're going to move on to the... Yeah, it's true, you've just got to enjoy it, because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, people will quite quickly be able to tell that you're not enjoying it. And then if you enjoy it, the views will come afterwards. And that's the thing nowadays, it's so tricky just to do simple farming on Farm Sim, because it's what a lot of YouTubers do. So you've got to try find your own way of doing it, because there's a lot of YouTubers that do like role plays, and I really don't. I do want to do my own sort of role play sort of thing, but I would want to wait till the PC comes along, because I could do a lot more on that than what I can do on console when it comes to doing better character voices and all that. When will I get a PC? I'm not very sure, but I'm hoping by... Ooh, it could be any time really. And there's a reason for it. I'm not going to say why, but there is a reason. I'm hoping by the end of this year, maybe even before that. I'm hoping maybe about October time. October, November time. Wait and see. So I would like to have it before the new game, but we'll just have to wait and see. Right, this bit's going to put us off a wee bit, I think, when it comes to tram lines, because on that side it'll be like a third headland, on this side it'll be like a second. Oh no, we'll be fine actually, it's fine, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, that's the field we own. It's a pretty big field. It's going to be a big job when it comes to mowing. That's a wee bit away now. Oh, the worker's still going at it, so we'll need to move them onto another field when it comes to them being finished. But I will need to move the combine and get it all organised, so we'll need to put this aside for a minute. Hello, Hanksky. Very good to see you. Hope you're doing very well, and hope you're having a great evening. And sorry if I said your name wrong. Alright, I've missed a bit there, but I'm not too bothered about that. I might go back afterwards anyway and get that. Alright, so that's us almost on our second headland. Just this little bit here, and then we'll move on to the tramline headland. Don't worry, I'll go back in a minute and get it sorted out. Alright, what's the best way of doing this? I think the best way to get these tram lines is to start here. So we'll just use our accuracy of the wee markers at the back to line up. As you can see, you can barely see the tram lines. And then what we'll do is we will go forward to here, roughly, and then we'll go backwards because it won't put the tram lines in the fields, and then we'll draw the tram lines in the same tire marks as what we've just reversed, and that will hopefully line up pretty well. There we go, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it all works out. But yeah, you can barely see them, so this is not going to be a very good example field, but I've already shown you in one field, so hopefully it all makes sense. And of course I've got a tutorial on how to do it and how to set it up properly. Yeah, we're going to have to get more seed at some point. It's looking a bit pain because it's on a tram line. We might have to find a way of getting some seed down without what was I going to say? Without having to drive the tractor off the field. Sorry. As you can tell, I'm still a bit rusty. Still getting back into the swing of things. It's not so bad if you're in a video because you can kind of edit it out, but it just takes a bit of getting used to. I'm actually really enjoying myself as well, getting back into the swing of things with the farm sim. Yeah, I agree with you. It is one of the best maps available on the console anyway. Alright. That's gonna put me off a wee bit, but it's fine. I can oops, sorry to miss your now you can add it, and we will make sure you don't forget your mistake. Yeah. Alright, this is where it gets tricky because you've got the kind of I keep opening that front hopper. Alright. Alright, it's nae down. Where's the tram lines gone? No, this is where he's... Well, I can see the tyre marks actually, so if I just roughly line it up with them, we should be alright. Just make sure. I probably just went over the tram line, but hopefully it'll work out right. Looks alright. But the best part is seeing the crop growing and you can see where all your tram lines are. That's the best part of it, or when the crop's ready to harvest. But yeah, this field's going to take a lot of fertilizer. It's going to be a lot of money, but we'll do whatever we can to get the best yield possible. I do need to get a proper lime spreader with a big capacity for these size of fields anyway. So we might need to look into that at some point. Let's just give it a bit of an overhang there and pick it up and turn around. There we go. It's working pretty well. I just have to watch because we're going to run out of seed pretty soon, so hopefully we can finish this tram line off at least, just so we don't lose track of where the tram line is. I think we'll just make it in time, and then we'll head back to the farm, we'll get some more seed and we'll continue. Right, tram line should be directly under us. There we go. Just how long will I be live for? Probably till about 10:30 UK time anyway. So yeah. So for another hour and a half. Right, let's get that all folded up. And let's go and fill it with some seed. So the other thing we own is actually that BGA, so if we ever come to doing a bit of silage, I want to put it in the pit, we've got a BGA there, so we can use that. So I do like doing the silage in the pits, especially when you've got the trailers on the go. Oh, for you, right, you must be an hour ahead of me then. So yeah, for you it'd be 11:30. That I'll be going to. For me it'd be 10:30. We do also own that wee potato patch there as well, so we might need to do something about that. You're in the future. Yep. I'm in the past, technically. But yeah, that silo there, that's where all the lime's going to get stored when we buy it in. Right. Don't know which bag we've already used, but it's fine. Alright, let's get back in the field and continue seeding. Nope, not that one. I always keep forgetting. It's been a wee while since I played on this map. Right, oh, let's just stop there. And, right, remind me I've got 2 more headlands to do, because I will probably forget. Let's jump into the combine we'll need to tidy that up as well. Let's jump into a combine. Let's get it all moved, even just into this field bit next door, so it's out of the way of us, because we know the farmers pretty well that own this. Alright, how we'll do this is we'll lift the header up, and we'll drive the telehandler. Oh, lost track of her. There it is. And we'll get the header disconnected. Oh, and I'm not even hooked up to the header trailer. Well, that would help. What are these? I think they're red wheat, maybe. But yeah, poor carrots, red wheat, whatever they are. But don't worry. As you can see, we're not doing any damage to it. We've got very special tires on that only do damage to our fields, but not the other farmers. Right, let's get this backed up and lined up. So we'll just have to watch, because this header just fits roughly. Where can I buy those tires? I know. I'm sure everyone wishes they had them in real life. It is probably a thing, to be fair. There's probably certain tires that do less damage. Alright, we'll just shift them. We'll try to keep it off the field if we can. It just means the worker can get onto this field, at least. We'll move this as well. Our other tractor. As you can see, on our fields they damage the crop. Well, the withered crop here, in this case. We'll just park this on the side here. We will take this all back to the farm eventually. It's just, we've not got a lot of time on our hands. And we do know this farmer, and you never know, we might buy this land eventually, because it's a very square field. This field here, 29. And it's pretty cheap, 119,000. In real life that'd be a lot more than that for that. Right, now we need to jump into this tractor. We just need to do a bit of tidying up before we can take this tractor over to the field. I would just like to remind anyone that's watching, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do that. I would really appreciate it, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subs for the new game, and we are trying to beat our like goals every time. So the aim is to get, I would say, 15 likes on this live stream before or after it finishes. But as you can see, the workers just missed this little bit here, so we'll just help them out, save us some money by doing it ourselves. So yeah, would everyone like to see more on this map anyway, as the live series? Because I'm really enjoying it. I think we'll probably do some more on it, and I hope you all are too. Right. Oh, I just noticed, okay, Agri's been timing out people. By the way, if you get timed out and you're new around here, it's OK Agri's little joke that he does to everyone, so don't worry, you've not done anything wrong. It's just part of the welcome party. And Nightbot's been timed out because no one likes Nightbot. Unless you're Nightbot. But yeah, at least this field is ready for seeding now, so it'll probably be another live stream, but we can get the seeding on the go. Right, let's get that all folded up. And let's get this taken back to the farm. We'll just drive out this way if we can. Nightbot's timed out for 48 hours. Well, yeah, it could be timed out for that long, but I'm hoping I'm not streaming for that long, because I think I would have fallen asleep by then and woken up about twice. Alright, am I just taking a really... Oh no. Okay, it does eventually go out. We just get to go past our grass fields. Oh, okay. That makes it easy, no gateway. Well, that's the only field that I've seen around here that's ready to harvest. There must be sorghum or something that you wouldn't see much of around here, because it's not a popular crop. Alright, we'll take this to the field for the worker, otherwise I'll probably crash into the machines as it drives into the field. Right, this way we go. But yeah, I can't decide if we actually going to harvest them potatoes or just rip them out of the ground with the cultivator. I mean, it's one way of getting the potatoes out of the ground, just you don't get to keep the potatoes. Alright. We'll get the worker on the go on this, and then we'll crack on with the seeding. Yeah, because I think the worker might just somehow manage to crash into those vehicles if we're not careful, if they kind of overshot that headland. Well, I say headland, the workers don't even do headlands, do they? Right. Oh no, don't miss that much. Don't mind you missing a wee bit, but it's going to miss that much there. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's crack on with the seeding. We'll just have to allow the worker to miss quite a bit, and then we'll have to go back over anyway and do it ourselves. Because we've got a lot of seeding to do. After that worker's finished that field, we're going to have not four fields. We will have 2 fields to do, so that means it'll be 4 fields worth of seeding once it's seeded. And then we've got those soybeans to harvest at some point, so they'll be ready pretty soon. Right. If I remember right, we've got 2 headlands to do now. And then we'll be finished the sequence. Because we did the tram lines there. Right. There we go. But yeah, the chat's looking a bit quiet, so fire away if any questions you've got about Farming Simulator, and I'll try answer them the best I can. Because the chat is starting to not be as busy as it first started. Right, let me just sort something quickly and then we'll get back to the seeding. Right, there we go. Yeah, we're still on the 4th headland, so we got another headland after this, if I remember right. Right, that's us onto the 5th headland now, so almost finished the sequence, which is good. And then we can start going up and downs, and that's when for me it starts speeding up a bit more. Yeah, looking good. Missed a bit there. Let's go back and get that. It just shows you how far I'm off of that. What new features am I looking forward to in FS25? For me, it'd be GPS and the better AI worker system. For me, that'd be a really good new features for FS25. My favourite ones so far, anyway. And also the new brands that are coming as well. Look very good. So I can't wait to see that. So what's your, I suppose, favourite features for FS25 and everyone else as well? What are the features that you're most excited about for FS25? For me, AI workers and GPS system. Having to put all the lights on now because it's in some parts of the map it gets quite dark. Alright, this is us getting onto the up and downs now. Don't know how much of this field will get done tonight, but we'll get something decent done anyway. Yeah, the up and downs are easy. You play PS5 and PC, I must admit looking forward to the FS25 for console with the addition of GPS and better AI workers. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. Let's just check and see if that worker's actually done what I've wanted them to do. No, they haven't. Right, let's jump in the Massey and see what they've been up to. They've done something, but they haven't done as much as I wanted them to do. Right, I'm going to drive back through the hedge because that's what the worker's done. There we go. Right, that's working alright now. Now I've got to find my tractor. There we go. Right, let's start our tram lines over at this bit of the field. Hopefully it works out actually, because yeah, I'm hoping it works. Turn that on, make our life easier. Right, where's the tram lines from the headland? I think they are Well, they should be, what, third one, so it'd be there. There we go. This is probably where I'm going to mess the tram lines up. Alright, we'll just do it to here. And then we'll drive straight ahead, like this, to our tram lines, which I think... Where are they? They'll be about here. Yeah, that's right. Alright, these tram lines are going to be a bit more messed up because of the way the field's shaped. Alright, let's get these two up and downs done. Evening, Neil. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well, thank you. Alright, now we're on to the next sequence of up and down. So, the first one. Oh no, what's the AI worker blocked by? Alright, I think what we'll do... Yeah, same with me, I haven't been on this map in ages. Is it still on the worker? Yeah. Right, what we'll do is we'll do a headland for the worker. But yeah, it's good to hear that you're good. And yeah, I agree if you haven't been on this map in ages, so I thought I'd come back on it and see how it goes. So let's just give them a headland to kind of help them out. Or even two headlands, if that really helps them out. Wow, that's a big field. Can you actually harvest that? I'm actually curious. How far does this field go? Holy moly, that's a big field. Imagine harvesting that, wow. Look at that, massive field. Our fields are not quite that big yet, and with a field that size we won't be getting a 12-metre seeder. And of course we can do tram lines then, because for anyone that doesn't know, you can only use a seeder that kind of attaches to the tractor like that and doesn't have a bar in between it, because that's what puts your tram lines off, because the tram lines follow the tractor and not the seeder, and that's what you'd want them to do, follow the seeder. So yeah, we couldn't get really any bigger than what we've got. Unless I was to have a mismatch seeder unit to the front tank, because I could use the one from the premium DLC, the 9-metre one. That's definitely a field for potatoes. I know, I think I would lose my mind by the end of that. Be bored of playing Farm Sim. There we go, hopefully that'll help the worker out a wee bit. Let's see. Right, let's get back to our tractor again. And you'll have to remind me, I think we restarted the sequence, so we're back on the first up and down. To be fair, we haven't used the whole hopper yet, which is impressive. I thought we'd at least use the whole hopper now. Right, so the next up and down is a tram line. Oh, right, that hasn't worked. Still blocked, so we're gonna have to do another headland. Yeah, this field's going to take us ages to seed. Especially with tram lines, because they definitely slow you down a wee bit. Geez, imagine putting tram lines in that field. Wow, you'd have a lot of tram lines. That's why they make contractors, yeah. Yeah, if it was real life, you'd probably get 2 or 3 people to do that. Or in real life, that'd be nothing. But just because it's farm sim, you wouldn't want to be doing that with a 6 meter. Right, I'll go back in the cab for a wee bit now, because the worker should be good. We'll get them all sorted out. I think we'll just sit in the cab till they get to the end of this row, to make sure that they don't get jammed up, because then we can quickly sort them out. Alright, let's just sit and let them get to the end of this row, and hopefully don't collide with the combine or the telehandler. There we go. That's us getting close to the end of this row. So we'll see how well it works. Let's see, do they turn around pretty well? Yep, we're all good now. Alright, let's just hope they don't reverse into that. Right, we're all good. Perfect. Let's leave them to crack on, and let's crack on with our own seeding. Right, I think I would just go to here, would I? Oh no, I would go to here, right. Alright, now we're on to tram lines. Which start here, roughly. There we go. No problem at all. Kubota is nice, good seeing you, and we'll catch you next time. And good night to you. What I think we might actually do is we'll finish this sequence off, and then I think we might leave the stream there. I think we'll just leave the stream there after we finish the sequence, so I don't forget where I am. And then I'll at least put the counter up to 1, so I know we're on the first pass. Like, we haven't got a massive amount done in this live stream, but it's a starting live stream, so hopefully we'll get into it a bit more. And same with the YouTube videos, hopefully we'll get back into them a bit more, because I do enjoy it once I filmed it and edited it, but sometimes it's just the thought on can be a bit tired some days as well, so sometimes you just don't feel like doing a YouTube video, but I'm hoping to get back into it because I do enjoy doing the court farms. And what else am I on? What's the other one? Moss Valley, that's the one I was looking for. But yeah, I think what we'll do is let's just get that on there, put that down to 1, because after this that'll be us back into the first part of the sequence. And then I think we'll end it there for this stream once we get to the end of this row. But I've been really enjoying this, and I hope you all have too. And if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. And if you'd like to join any of my socials, they are linked below this live stream. But yeah, do make sure you're subscribed. Oh, we've run out of seed anyway. Okay, so that might be a natural stopping point there. Alright, let's get this all turned off. Get that shut off for today. We'll turn our screen off. Oh. There we go. Right, so we're going to leave it there for this live stream. So if you enjoyed this live stream, please do like and subscribe, and also comment down below what you think of this live stream series so far, and if you're enjoying it. And if you'd like to join any of my socials like Discord, Twitch or TikTok, they are linked below. And if you'd like to share this live stream with anyone else, I would appreciate that as well. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.